EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans. Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let it! 358! Right left! Kill!
On first down, it's Taylor. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
51. Here we go. Go. Mike 51. You don't know no better. Hey, Mike 51.
On 1st down, Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 9. He's checking. Let's box. We got motion. That's it.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got him. 25.
And a give this time to the tailback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They don't want it. 319. Kelly. Don't let Kelly.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
50. 319. 56. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers again now. Looking deep in the direction of... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let him know.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to hit you.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Fields. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51. Come on, D. 51, go. Mike 51. Get him. Hey, Mike 51. Watch the run.
They run the counter. Swift. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
51's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go. Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw on 3rd down. Fields got a man. It's Tanyan, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Focus, defense, focus.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback in the final set. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here I come. 52's the Mike. Yeah. Let's go. Mike 52. I got you. 52's the Mike. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Come on,
it's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Double tight. Hey.
Off the play fake. Fields. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Check 52's the mic.
Throwing on first down. Fields. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, let's pin the meat.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And able to find Green. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On first down, Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Man open, it's Goodwin. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Don't get nervous.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Looking to throw. Fields. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the pass.
On 4th down, Fields. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
2 times. Hey, for the 50.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. On first down, Fields finding Green complete. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Where's 52?
Back to throw. Fields. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
You, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
This offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 4th down, Fields flush to his right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Watch Mike. Get in the weight room.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella, he's at the 30, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Inside give to Arma, the fullback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.
It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.